Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday. Welcome back to our channel where we do tarot card readings every Monday. I'm Frances, if we haven't met before. If we have, welcome back. I'm so excited to be connected with you for another tarot card reading. As always, these readings are intended to provide insight, guidance, clarity around the week ahead. But please trust that whenever it found you on purpose at this time to support you with whatever it is that you are experiencing. So let's go ahead and connect energy here, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed, protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward. A call for calm. Okay. Beautiful. So as mentioned, you saw or heard that deep round of breath. There's definitely a call to calm the energy, the nervous system this week, and to soften, even in ways. It's funny, I was going to mention and then forgot, I'm not wearing makeup today. I think you can kind of tell on the video, but I've had a little bit of a busy morning and I had limited time to do this, and I really wanted to check in for myself and us. And I was like, I'm just going to take this window and, not put on makeup. And that's actually kind of what's coming through here is like, come as you are, show up as you are, full authenticity and like full vulnerability. A lot of us have had a really challenging past couple of weeks, sticky situations, in between situations, the requirement of patience, trust, surrender, change, and so in that, I feel like there is a little bit of vulnerability naturally, just because when we are in the unknown, it's very unsettling. But it's almost like instead of just trying to get through it, how can we embrace that? How can we step fully into that vulnerability and actually... it just soften and be like, I am safe as I am, and therefore I come as I am in full acceptance of self as I am, and I'm not afraid to let others see me in the true raw state of being. And if that means that, I am exposed, whatever that means to you, then so be it. Okay, so let that land as it will. It may resonate with some of you more than others right now, but come as you are is always going to be a beautiful piece of guidance. Okay, so pulling cards here for this week. Okay, so I am hearing two. So we have three cards. I'll come to these in a moment, but I am hearing too, where can you lighten? And it's also like, where can you lighten the load? Where can you take things off your plate? And maybe not even like super physically, but like energetically as well. Where can we remove the power from things? Last week, that was a lot around money and abundance. We had the Tower card there. Sorry if you can hear tippy toes. My dog's walking around. Not giving things so much power over you, not letting things have so much power over your emotions. I feel like the past couple weeks, we've been really, it's interesting because they're saying we were in Cancer season, which is really emotional. And then we were in Leo season, in Leo season, the beginning of this week. And it's like really fiery and passionate. And while there's value and beauty in both of those things, it can also be a little distracting, and we can kind of give our power away to the things that are making us feel emotional, to the things that are triggering our passion or our fire. And this is a week really of coming back to the self. Again, authenticity. Who am I? How do I want to feel? What do I want? Where can I take things off my plate? Again, lighten the load. And that might, again, they're just repeating to make sure that we hear, that might be physical things, structural things, systematic things, right? Like your schedule, whatever else. But more likely it is your choice of how you want to exist, what energy, you want to be in, and where you're allowing your attention and your focus and your feelings to go, and knowing that you do have some control in that, and we can have healthy control in that. Where focus goes, energy flows. Okay. And a final piece of like trusting the process. A lot of us, myself included, are in the in-between. It's not great. And some of us have been here longer than others. Some of us, it's like really acute, you know, this week, the past couple weeks, days. Some of us, this has been years. And we're getting to a point where like, I am so sick of it. I just want to be on the other side of it. Or I just want to know. Or I just want to have an answer. I just want to have an end date. And Spirit is like, we know. We know. But maybe this is part of your challenge. Where can you come into authenticity, calm, peace, and wholeness, even when things do feel a little scary or out of your control? How can we still stay true to self? And in staying true to self, we have to define who that is for us. Not for anyone else, just for us. Okay? So that was a lot coming through the channel there. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, teams. Let's check in with our cards. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So we have to start the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is authority, but from a really beautiful, patient space. It's kind of what they were just saying, but like, they're like, but it's you. You're already that. We're embodying her. So if you have a tarot deck or you want to get a tarot deck, do so and pull this card out, whatever design it is for you. Take out the Queen of Wands and put it somewhere you're going to see it daily. Queen of Wands reminds you again it's like peaceful authority, quiet autonomy, sacred sovereignty. This is about like, I simply am. And I am in full acceptance of that. Queen of Wands is also, again, wands are slower. So it's about patience. It's about trusting the process, tending to the seeds that you have planted, looking out at your kingdom, your queendom, where it is you reign, right? Your life, and being like, all right, if I'm looking at my life as a garden, what are the seeds I want to tend to? What weeds do I want to pull? And what do I want to delegate? Do I want to ask someone for help coming in doing different tasks that maybe I don't want to do or I don't have space to do? Where do I need to get creative? Where do I need to bring in extra tools, right? Like really looking at your life as a garden this week. I like that analogy. And with it too, though, then trusting, even when you make all these changes, should you do them this week, or maybe you just getting clear this week, your garden is not going to bloom tomorrow. It's going to require that commitment to actually get the harvest, to reap the rewards that you want, that actually make you feel like you have this fulfilled life, that all the effort you put forth in reigning the life that you want is actually becoming fruitful. But that is going to require patience. Queen of Wands, lastly, is also, she's the mystic, magical queen. She's truly like the witchy queen. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's her sitting there. She has sunflowers next to her, and there is a black cat. And that for me always was very representative of magic and like the subtle energies, right? We have this new moon eclipse coming up. So maybe you want to work with that. Maybe you want to work with the elements. Maybe you want to work with nature in and of itself, going back to that garden. Maybe you want to do a ritual or journal or pull some cards or meditate or receive a healing session, or, go just like jump in the ocean for us, or go walk in the woods, or, sit out in the desert, right? Whatever it is, all safely, of course. But like, there's a sense of connection and magic here, but it's going to be up to you whether you tap into that or not. There's another card coming through. I'll pull in a second, but this is really about that sacred sovereignty, that true authenticity, and then being like, okay, and in that state, what magic do I want to create with that? In that state, how can I amplify? How can I believe in miracles? How can I trust that good things happen? So maybe this is even just focus, where focus goes, energy flows once again, but in a different sense of like, I'm going to manifest what I want. I'm going to give energy towards that. I'm going to, do a moon water ritual. I'm going to, I don't know, anything, like any type of ritual. I'm going to make a crystal grid. I'm going to, blow cinnamon into my home for abundance. I'm going to create a wealth corner. I'm going to check out the feng shui of my home. Like these little things that you've probably been aware of, but you're like, I know, whatever. Or like, is that even real? What do you have to lose to try? Because they're saying that in you actually committing to some form of ritual of any kind, pulling one card, journaling, meditating, or do more of a witchy ritual, you're actually showing yourself, your subconscious mind, your energy, your highest self, your spiritual team, hey, this might feel a little crazy, but I'm betting on myself. What do I have to lose? I'm going to choose to believe in magic. Because why not? Okay, there's one more card coming through here. Yeah, it's fun. It feels good. Like, who cares, right? The Knight of Cups. They're like, can we stop being so scared? Can we stop worrying about what other people are going to think? Can we stop? And I know it's easier said than done, trust me. But it's like, can we just like get out of our own way? Just do something that feels good? Because that's also acts of self-love. That's also committing to who you are, right? Maybe you're someone who's always wanted to do a ritual, but you feel a little silly, or you don't want it to not come true if you do it, or you are afraid that, someone's going to judge you. Well, if it's fun for you, if it feels good for you, if it provides hope for you, what's the harm in that? So these cards are like, it's not so much this, like, you got to come back into your power and do things for you and laser focus. That's very divine masculine energy. This is super divine feminine. It's like, what do you have to lose? Who cares? Like, you get one life, let's live it. Let's live it freely. Let's live it in faith and in magic and in love. And tend to the things that you want to slowly, because it's actually not a rush. Society makes it out to seem like it's a rush. The world is moving a lot faster. It feels like we need to move faster. But you have time. This group here watching this video has time. Maybe there are some people that need to speed up, but you are here called to this because you have time. You are being guided to lean into this space, because that is going to make the best garden with the best harvest. Okay? Okay. It should feel good. Have some fun with it. Knight of Cups. Okay? We also have here the Eight of Swords. This card is interesting. This came up recently for us. Eight of Swords is the card of stagnation. We were talking about that. A lot of us feeling sticky, stuck, stagnant. Even I'm getting like wanting to do things, and then we're like, oh my God, another week has gone by. Right? For me, for example, I want to share a lot more on social media in my online communities than I am. But I'm also like, oh my gosh, like I have all of these ideas. I have lists of things I want to share. I get these inspirational hits. And then I'm like, wait, where did the day go? Right? And Eight of Swords, this is a quicker energy. They're like, even though you have time to create your dreams, to create the life that you want, to feel how you want to feel, etc. Eight of Swords is like, on those little things, on those little hits, on those areas of stagnation, where can we just move? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the prettiest thing ever, but how can we just kind of like get some energy and momentum? Like my hands keep doing this. It's like, okay, yeah, bing, bang, boom, let's go, right? Not to rush through it, but it's an act of self-love, right? I'm the only thing getting in my way of not filming the 30-second video, right? Yeah, filming it is going to take me more than 30 seconds, but I'm also giving it too much power, being like, oh, but then I have to set that up, and then I have to do this, and I have to do this. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. It's like, I could also just set aside, let's be realistic with time, 7 to 10 minutes and do it because I want to, and honor my desire to want to do that without letting that inner critic, that ego, that doubt, the stress, whatever else get in the way. Sometimes life gets in the way, yeah. But then it's like, oh shoot, I didn't get to do that. Okay, let's make a plan for when we're going to. So that's just an example, but here I want you to think about this in your life. Where am I feeling stuck and stagnant? And how can I create some movement and action here and commitment here not because I got to get things done, but because I want to do those things and I am worthy of doing those things. And therefore, I choose to take aligned action and get the ball rolling and moving. Because number one, it's going to feel really good to do the things you wanted to do. But number two, it's going to build that momentum moving forward. Okay? So not getting in your own way this week, or flipping that on its head to be a positive, getting out of your own way this week. Just do. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be the best. Just go for it. Stop being the reason that you are not moving forward. Okay? You are not too much for anyone. You are not too big. It is not too, dreamy. It's not too crazy. That's inner critic. That's keeping you small. No more. We just start moving. Okay? Okay. Now, interestingly enough, we also have a little bit of an opposing energy, but it makes sense. Let me explain. Knight of Wands. This is not slow. It seems like it would be, but it's not slow. It's intentional. Okay? For some of you, Eight of Swords might be like, let's get the ball rolling. And then it's still a process to finish, right? So it's like, we just got to take step one. And then it might still be a process to finish. For some of you, it might just start moving. Again, I've said this before. Knight of Wands is not the speed. It's the movement in it of itself. So focusing this week, and always, but very much this week, on intentional action, intentional movement. I'm hearing, don't make decisions, don't take action until it's actually a yes. Okay? So for example, right before I started filming this, I had a call to, in my body to follow up on something with someone. And I just got this little intuitive hit, just wait. Just wait. They'll get back to you. Just film your video because that's what you actually really want to be doing. Everything else will pan out. Happened to look at the clock, 11:11. Little angel hug. Is that going to mean something more than just receiving that? I don't know. But I'm still going to honor that. That's intentional action, right? If I were to just have sent that follow-up, that wouldn't have been intentional. I would have been doing it to try to clear space, to try to be get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. So I still took action on the things I wanted to do, filming this video. But the order in which I am doing it, that is really intentional. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if you have questions on that, because I want to make sure that you understand it. But ultimately, we're getting movement this week. Great. That's going to come from your commitment to self and saying yes to things and maybe needing to get out of your own way a little bit. Sometimes it might be really fast. Sometimes it might be a little slower. Again, it's not the speed. It is the intention in which you are moving. So making sure that what you are doing, you are only doing when you get an actual yes in your body or in your intuition. That's how you know that that is the right next step. And again, these could be little things. These could be big things. It doesn't matter. They're saying the purpose here is to teach you how to take intentional action. So even when it's small things, that's prepping you, priming you, strengthening the muscle for when there is a big decision on the table. When there is a big decision on the table, you know, I'm going to make a very intentional and aligned decision here so that I feel comfortable with my choice, knowing that it's right for me. Coming all the way back to Queen of Wands. This feels good to me. This feels right to me. This is what I want. This is the path. This choice is going to unfold or help me unlock this path for my life because that is what I choose for me. Maybe I'm going to pull a card to confirm. Maybe I'm going to meditate on it. Maybe I'm going to bless it after I make the decision, bringing in a little bit of magic. But that's really how this all works together, okay? Okay. Let me know if you have questions. Clarity, if you want some clarity, if you would like to share how this resonated, I would love to know. Please, please, please feel encouraged to share in the comments. If you would like to support myself, this channel, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, share with a friend, and if you feel called to donate in more of a financial way, supporting me there, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy for you every week, so thank you if you're feeling called to do that. I'm sending so much love. Have a lovely week. Please keep me posted. If there's any way I can support you, I am here, and I will see you again soon.